All right. I am at live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill. And my camera wasn't working. All right. So now I've got to start. All right, let me start. Hi there, Allie. Hi, Allie. All right, I have got to start. Okay, I'm starting now. I've got it all together. Okay, hello, MS Live on Facebook, on YouTube. Uh, it is great. Hey there, once upon a time. What is your name? Once upon a time. I'm telling you what. I'm sorry I'm late. 5 minutes late. Uh, my camera wasn't working on YouTube, so I don't know why. Domenico. Well, hi. And now I've got it working. But I'll tell you what. I don't know why. It's computers, right? They don't work. They don't work. And I didn't even take my medicine. So I'm gonna take my pills while we talk. Uh, let's see. So I've got my pill pack. My pill pack. Most of it's vitamins. There. I already took my B12. Um, and then Dee Dee, who is a one of an MS person who watches this and help. All right, Dee Dee, she recommended that we get the 4C Energy Boost. It's got caffeine and taurine. I bought it and it works. So I took that. I was not able to focus, but hi, Dennis. All right, so problem is I didn't take my medicine, so I'm starting to feel a little better. And I got a lot of stuff to talk to you today. Went to my physical therapy yesterday, and I want to talk about how physical therapy works with MS. Now, Allie is joining us. I just want to tell you guys, Allie is joining us from Australia, and that is so great. It is great. And Dominica, where are you from? Desmond, oh my goodness, we got some new people here. Chris, and you know what? It is great to see you, Chris. Chris is joining us. Desmond, where are you from? And we are international today. So we've got Australia, we've got Manchester here. Oh my goodness. It is you know what? We have Robert is from we have a number of people that are from that area that watch this. So there's other people in your area that let's see, you Robert. I'm pretty sure, and I'm looking. Hi, Betty Joe. We've got some regulars here, and Susan. You know what? We have got international intrigue. Oh, you know what, Allie? msfrontiers.org is our website. And Gina, I knew we had Canada in the house, and we got my soul sister Gina. She's with us. It is. Remember, I was supposed to take my medicine, and I'm not taking it. All right. So one of my baclofen for spasticity, and I'm going to talk a little bit about spasticity and how we with MS who've had it for a very long time use spasticity to hold us up instead of our muscles. So my physical therapy, I am this gal, this physical therapist is specializing. Gosh, my hair. She specializes in multiple sclerosis. I have never had a physical therapist who got a certification in MS. This is amazing. This is amazing. So it is amazing. So the great thing is that yesterday when I had to drive down to Towson from Bel Air, Maryland. I'm in Maryland. Drive down from Bel Air to Towson, and she had me do exercises. One of the exercises is getting down on the ground, right? All right. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? Give me a thumbs up if you. Of course. All right. All right. I'm gonna show you. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right. I'm doing it. Okay. So it's important I don't kill my knee. Okay. So okay. So what the MS physical therapist had me do is get down on my knees, right? So this is starting position and finishing, and then go down, and then come up, go down. Can you see me? All right. All I'm doing is I'm taking my butt, and then you have to kind of lean back. So you go down. You know what this is simulating? This is simulating a partial leg extension. You know how we go to the gym, we get on the machine, and leg extensions become harder and harder and harder for us to do? And all of a sudden we don't do it because we rely on our spasticity to stand, right? If we go down, and the key is you gotta lean back and pull your butt in. Go down. That is a leg extension. You do 2 sets of 10. You do that. The other thing that we have to do is for balance. All right. And Gina, you need to do this too, because I know you, Gina. You're my soul sister. You're all right. All right. So you can hold on, and then you're basically. All right, let me show you. Let me pull this up, pull my pants, because I'm gonna. All right. Basically, you're going back and forth, and you're working on your stability. Okay. There's more. Don't you be laughing at me because I'm not as spry as I used to be. But anyway, that is what I was going to show you. Okay, so I don't know, Chris, or I don't know. Uh, uh, let's see. Okay, so how long have you had MS? Allie, Desmond, Domenico, how long? Let's see. I don't know. So anyway, there are people who had MS that are watching this right now that are not that are much able to do all this stuff that able, all right, and will never get as disabled as I am. But it's important you know if you get disabled. My MRIs look like my brain has chicken pox. I have balance issues. Thank you for sharing that, Desmond. Uh, um, it's so important that it doesn't matter how riddled, how we will never outlive the usefulness of our body if we think like athletes. All right, if we do some of the physical therapy, that there's different ways to do it. You've got to stay in the game. You've got to do it with the physical therapy I'm showing you. Uh, and the reason why is that she had me at one point stand up and shift my weight over to my left side and stand there. My left side, my weak side, and stand there. And now she doesn't have MS, and she's young, so she didn't know that what happens when you have MS and you're relying on your spasticity, your overtone to stand up. You're standing there, and all of a sudden the nerves say, I'm not standing anymore. And she's like, I said, I gotta sit. And she says, why? And I'm like, all right, you may be certified in MS, but you don't understand. I have no muscle memory because I've been relying on the overtone spasticity to stand, and I have not been disciplined doing the doorknob squats that are on my exercise playlist. So go there and look at the exercise playlist. Meanwhile, let me take my backup pen because I'm not being disciplined. All right. I hope you don't mind my being here. I don't have MS, but another demyelination call. Allie, you know what? Somebody Google what neurosarco sarcoidosis is, neurosarcoidosis is. Somebody Google that and tell me what that is. Or Allie, tell me what exactly, you know what? All right, neurosarcoidosis. All right. Oh, I can cut and paste. You know what? That is huge. All right, let's find out what that is. Okay, demyelinating diseases like, all right, copy, because you matter. But, Amy, because you matter. All right, let's search what that is. And it's oh, you know what? You know what? All right, I've Googled it. Sarcoidosis is a form of sarcoidosis. It's a long-term chronic disease of the central nervous system, which encompasses the brain, spinal cord, and optic nerve. Is characterized by inflammation within one or more of those areas. All right. So what? Oh, okay. Basically, I'll research this. That is great, Michael. You're with us. All right, Michael's with us. Okay, so we've got a lot of people here with the MS. Allie, you qualify. Actually, let me tell you something. You don't have to, there's a number of people on Facebook that watch this that don't have MS because you know what? I teach you after having MS. They think since 1984, my first symptoms were traced back then. I teach you how to how I deal with MS. John's here from Texas. Anyway, I teach you how to deal with just having something chronic, having a difficult time. So MS is my specialty, right? But let me tell you something. I have people from my high school graduating class from who graduated high school the same school. I've got aunts, I've got uncles, I've got cousins, I've got friends. I have so many people who watch this channel not because of me, because I pray every day. I pray. I didn't pray before this, but I pray that God will strip me of myself and give me words that help you deal with something that is bigger than you, that has dropped you to the knees, and now you need some sort of help surviving it, right? So I really believe God has brought us all together, and I'm asking God, give me something that will help you. So there's people with different issues that are watching this. So Allie, make a long story longer. Uh, I don't know how disabled your neurosclerosis is, but it's very similar to MS. What I read, I'll research it afterwards. I don't know. I imagine spasticity would play a part. Anyway, I'm spending too much time talking about something specific when I'm talking about spasticity. How about the brain is awesome, is awesome. What it does with all of us, uh, whether we have MS, we have a weakness in some area of our body, the other parts of our body overcompensate or use the stronger areas. Hi, Jane. Use the stronger areas of our body to move to make it happen. But let me tell you something. Doing that will create pains in certain areas. So let me tell you, I broke my tailbone in the let me see, in the early 2000s. I broke my tailbone. I was walking. I was normal. So I sat on one cheek, right? I sat on one cheek for upward to a year. You know what happened? Sitting on one cheek, believe it or not, my head and my spine was so cattywampus. I created a problem in my neck that caused headaches. So it is it was off. My body was off kilter. I had back problems. In fact, I had to go to a spinal doctor to get injections in my cervical spine because it's a stenosis, but my axis, the top axis, is your top two vertebrae. It was so misaligned, and that I had to do physical therapy. I had to reduce the inflammation, all because the spine at the other end, the tailbone, right? The tailbone, my tailbone. I got a long tailbone. I'm closer to monkeys than I don't know. I've got a long tailbone. That tailbone broke, and me sitting sideways. This is not MS. This is me sitting sideways, messed up. The other end, the very top of my spine. It's fixed now. I don't have that problem now. But all right, now draw the correlation uh, forward. Draw the correlation. All of a sudden, you've got MS spasticity. You've got a neurodegenerative disease that causes one area to be numb. Say you've got a knee problem, right? You've got arthritis in your left knee and you're favoring it, so you're leaning over more to your right side. You've got the spasticity, and you're no longer using your left muscles to do squats, or you're now using your tone, right? So you're not doing Northern knob squat. You're not doing that. So what happens? What happens is that your body is being pulled off kilter. You're creating new pains. Hi, Lori. You're creating new pains in your body that has to be undone. The only way to undo it is you can go to Bob and Brad's physical therapy. It's free. I like free. I give you this free. Go to Bob and Brad's physical therapy on YouTube. They'll give it to you for free. Uh, or, I'm telling you, if you have MS, if you can uh, ask, just what I did is I Googled MS physical therapist in Maryland, in close to 21014, my zip code. I did that, and it gave me a list of doctor or physical therapists that specialize. I called them each. Now, my doctor has a physical therapy. It's physical therapy where they put electrodes, stimulations like TENS units on your body while you're riding a bike. And it get that nerve working. So uh, that that's just not much fun for me. So to have a a physical therapist that is actually closer, that will teach me how to manually do things that will keep my body more in kilter, to undo uh, uh, the problems I've had. Hi, Liz. Hi, Lori. I just will undo the problem I had leaning on one side, the overcompensation. We all overcompensate, especially as we get older. We just. All right, let's see. Gina is chiming in. She says, deconditioning the body is a lot of our problem, and it's overcompensation. But you have to live. You have to be a senior citizen. Yeah, or you have to have a neurodegenerative disease, or you have to have pains. You have to uh, realize what problem, that you have a problem, to find out what the problem is, and and how to overcome it in order to share it with other people. Well, I like to say that I have so many. Hi, Nikki. You're a year older, Nikki. But I like to say that this channel is because I've had so many failures. This MS Live is that I've had so many failures in life, and everybody can learn from my mistakes. And I just want to share, because they say, it's the losers that have something to share. It's like, and it's up to you to take the advice or not. Again, I'm not telling you to take my advice. I say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I was personal trainer licensed at one point. Um, and we had a gym. But let me tell you something. There's so many. There's so many continuing education in the medical field, in the pharmaceutical field, in physical therapy. There's so much continuing education. What's true when I got a college degree is not true. You know, you got to weed through the information to find out what's true, what is factual. So my enjoyment in life is I like to ask questions. Are you sure? My favorite. Are you sure? Are you sure? Am I sure? Heck no, I'm not sure. So I got to keep asking questions. Let me see. All right. And guess what? You're here because you're teachers. You can teach me. So I need you to tell me your experience, what works and what doesn't work. So be a teacher to all of us. I've asked God to work through you, and if it's truly not about me, then then help me, help each other, right? Like Gina jumped in, and Chris says, "All right, you're being, yeah, yeah." All right. We've got our comedy acts, which I love, right? And Chris is jumping in and being, she's our Southern Belle. Uh, Full physio with it. All right, and Gina says, all right, it's good to find somebody who was good at physiotherapy, who will and get this. Um, my mom has a physical therapist or a personal trainer, and the number one problem I see with personal trainers is they're not conceited, they're convinced. They're convinced. You got to be open for the possibility that you're wrong, that there's something additional to learn. Um, Bless her heart, this personal trainer is great, probably 80% of the time, but her unwillingness to be wrong, or questioning her, uh, is it's not received well. Some of the things like skull crushers that you see for triceps. Oh my God, you just they neglect the full range of motion. Or see, when you do kickbacks, right? Tricep kickback, don't do that ever again. Tricep kickback, because look at that. The ability, the range of motion is like this. So if you do skull crushers, you go all the way down, all the way up, the range of motion. So you're laying down and you're pushing all the way up. Think about that. That is using the entire tricep muscle. It's the same idea of crouching down, like I showed you at the beginning of this, right? It's the same idea. When you're doing a doorknob squat, you're going all the way down. All right. When you're lowering your butt, it's only half of the exercise, but you know what? Raindrops make oceans. Anyway, Karen, did I say hi to you? I needed to say hi to you. Okay. Desmond takes baclofen for spasticity. So many people have number one complaint about baclofen, and I used to have it too, is that you get too tired. It's like, oh my gosh, I hated taking baclofen, so I wouldn't take it. And I was going to a physical therapist that didn't specialize in MS, but he knew baclofen, and he would work with me, and he would say, I refuse to work with your work with your body unless you take baclofen. So I had to take my 10 milligrams of baclofen before I went and saw him, and 3 times a week, and then I just took it every day, and that tiredness went away. I went away. I didn't have that. And then all of a sudden, I realized I, I needed more baclofen because it wasn't defrosting me enough. So defrosting, I was overtoned. So I now I'm up to let's see, 4 times 120 milligrams a day. So I take 2 in the morning, 40 milligrams. It lasts 6 hours. And then, hi, Diana. Uh, so 6 hours. At 2 o'clock, I take 20 milligrams, and then last 6 hours. And then, you know what? I need to. I'm just thinking. Then I take at about before I go to bed. I take another 20 milligrams or 40 milligrams. I need to say because I'm just thinking logically. If it lasts 6 hours, I need to take 20 milligrams every probably 4 hours. All right, so you have to think about that, and you adapt to the side effect of it being causing sleepy. So you can't. All right, yeah. You can't not take something because remember you have to kill that overtone. You have to kill it. You have to kill the spasticity of your nerves, it locking out in order for your muscles to be able to be useful. You have to kill them. You can't have knee lockout. So you know how you know you're in trouble with spasticity? When you fall, if you're laying there, like you fall like a tree, normal people fall and they kind of crunch down, they crunch and roll. People with MS, we like to fall and we stiffen out. We stiffen when we fall. If you go to a movie theater and you sit in a chair, you just drop down in a chair, and all of a sudden you find you slipped at the end of the chair, and your leg is gone underneath the chair in front, and now all of a sudden your knee locks, and now it's like a crowbar. It's trying to lift up the chair, right? It hurts. It hurts, and you're like, oh no, it's gonna break that bone. And guess what? That spasticity is so intense that yes, it will break the bone before it gives in. It will be used as an iron bar, right? That spasticity. So guess what? If you take baclofen when you go to the movie theater and you go to sit down, your leg will not become a crowbar. Somehow you've got to make sure that your body doesn't become as, remember, light as a feather, stiff as a board. It will become stiff as a board. We have to stop that, right? We have to stop that. Um, about 8 years ago, there was an elliptical trainer bicycle that my husband got a hold of, and he taught me because I'm nuts. I'm nuts. Uh, Asked me. He said, "You know what? You're good at elliptical trainers. Why don't you try it?" Guess what? It needed balance to steer. So here I am. I had the most thrilling 10 yards of riding it before I started falling to one side. Only when I drove up a curb, one of those rounded curbs, went across the street, and I was gonna fall off the fall, right? Well, he went. All right, so here I am falling off this elliptical bicycle where it's standing, and apparently I didn't have enough backup. Then you know what happened? Most people fall and they crunch and they roll. I fell like a straight leg onto my leg, all right, my foot, jammed my knee, all right, into my femur, right, and I cracked the shin bone from my knee vertically down, right? Because it was like a crowbar. It was my body was using that leg as a cane, right? I did. The only way to keep that used as not a cane is by taking baclofen. All right, baclofen or tizanidine. I don't like tizanidine because it really, it really, 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 it's bad. It's bad. So and there is, you know what, they you go to a orthopedic surgeon who x-rays or orthopedist who x-rays the break, because if you go to urgent care with a MS break caused by spasticity, they're like, oh yeah, they cast it in a way that hurts. They put a flexible cast and they send you to your doctor and they brace it straight. Well, you brace something like this straight, and it, something's not right. You can't do that. So then you go to a sports medicine doctor, orthopedist, they X-ray, and they're like, oh, this isn't. This is. I've only seen this once in my life. Okay, to other people have MS. Just a second here. All right. So I took my pills. 3 hours late. I did take back of them. So they look at that. They look at this, and they decide, oh my gosh, that's bad. That's bad, and they can't cast a break from spasticity. What do they have to do? They have to put a splint on it. It was a special splint, and then I had to go back every week and have it x-rayed to make sure to stay off it, to make sure that it was healing. But it had to be braced in a way that, see, that knee was kind of bent, but it was braced in a way that it was bent. Anyway, all right, I've gone too much. And so Diana says that she's broken her ankle like that. Desmond said that he can relate to the movie theater, uh, and what you know what? And another thing, if you fall, right? If you fall and you're laying there and your foot is, say, off, your foot gets caught in something, all of a sudden it gets spastic, right? It's spastic, and your foot is locked down, and I mean, you can, so your brain starts panicking because your foot is now wedging something, and it's bad. It's bad, right? and Diana shared that she broke an ankle like this. How did you, in fact, Diana, how did you break your ankle? By the way, I'm going to swim. Uh, I'm going to swim after I get some blood taken to find out what my CD19 and 20 levels are for rituximab, just so you know. And then Sarah chimed in that, all right, she's thanking because we talked about urinary tract infections, and we talked about probiotics. Let's see, halfway between antibiotic doses. All right, so she is now, and when you take an antibiotic, taking a probiotic halfway before you take your next one uh, helps. So it helps populate your intestines and everything with good bacteria. It needs to keep you from having diarrhea, that kind of stuff. Having an upset stomach, because antibiotics will kill the good and the bad bacteria. So you reintroduce it by having probiotics halfway. So if you take a 12-hour antibiotic, 6 hours later you take the probiotic. So that's good too, and it's working for you. Uh, uh, I'm thrilled, Sarah. So that is great. That is great. All right. Okay. So I got sidetracked because I'm trying to get you all uh, participating. Let's see. Demon. All right, Krista's Demon. I don't know what Demon is, but Demon is for spasticity. Do you, Amy, have spasticity with your disease? All right, Demon. All right, I know I'm not on. I gotta move. No, that is a typo. That's a typo. There's no such thing as Demon. There. So you got to retype that again. All right. There's Demon Williams. So, oh, I. All right. Did you see what I did? All right. You all should be laughing at me. Okay. Because Demon Williams, I'm sorry, Damon said that he takes baclofen for spasticity. Chris says, I do too, Demon. And I've read, I take Demon. So I just Googled real quick, what is Demon? I've never heard of taking Demon for spasticity, right? Well, she's responding to Demon. There is no Demon for spasticity. There's, all right, so let's see. I gotta plug in my Facebook. All right. Okay. Let's see. Allow. Okay. So I think that's one. I talk. You shouldn't eat with your mouth full, but I just took pills and I haven't eaten. Shame on me. You don't chew gum when you're public speaking. You don't eat. In fact, I've got my coffee. I've had, no, shame, all right. But I'm not a professional. If I was a professional, I'm not. I'm a hot mess. And I've lost one viewer right here on YouTube. Because I can see how many viewers I have. So that's true. You know, if you want professional, go someplace else because the professionals will have entry. You know, here's the entry to the show. They'll have flyers. They'll have all sorts of banners. I know, I know. Are you laughing at me, Desmond? Are you laughing yet? I'm telling you, I'm a hot mess. And Chung is sharing that baclofen doesn't always work for him, and that's true. Liz, it depends. If you Ari, okay, all right. Liz is having problems on Facebook, seeing anyone's comments. So Liz, if you want to see everybody's comments, go to YouTube and and uh, and the only way that you won't see people's comments is if you're watching. There's people watching this Facebook on Facebook. They're watching through my channel or through my page, right, which is listed. So you will only see people on Facebook who are watching it through my Facebook page. If you're watching this through Meerkats, that group, Meerkats, you will only see comments of the people who are watching it through Meerkats. There's different groups that this is in. What I tell people who are on Facebook, it, if you like this, even if you're a mirror cat, if you follow me, if you hit follow me, then you will see this all the time. You'll get a notification every Tuesday and Thursday when we go live, and it will be on my page, my Facebook page. And the advantage of that is that then you can see other people's comments. The only place you'll see everybody's comments all the time is if you go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and and uh, uh, and then you can participate in the chat. And the chat, anybody can look at this uh, MS Live and afterwards, and the chat, everybody's chat will still be there. So the replay, hitting replay, you can see the chat. So on YouTube, if you follow, no, Facebook, if you follow me, YouTube, if you subscribe to the channel. It's true. And you know what? I love that, Desmond. You know what? I've been told you guys have messaged me, and I don't have a huge amount. I mean, I've got on YouTube, it's like 3,200 followers, and I could have like other people with MS channels. Uh, if I dress sexy, if I had the intro, that if I did all this, I could have. If I did this professionally with the lighting and stuff, I could have tens of thousands of followers. But guess what? The few I have, the few now, 3,000. You know, the few I have, um, I get emails that you like the fact that it's raw. This is raw. I'm like the garage band of MS videos. All right, if you want to see a garage band with all the live band versus if you want to buy a clean copy with a precise, if you want, there's two different ways that you can go. Uh, the other thing is that uh, uh, you know what? All right, I'm going to visit that in 1 second. The if you want it clean, if you want somebody just talk specifically about a issue, uh, we jump over. Don't come here. If you want to come, if you want a hot mess, and I won't talk politics. I won't talk. I will only talk about, Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and I give this stuff away free for what it's worth. You get what you pay for, right? But you know what? I am depending on you guys helping each other too, right? So let's see, Liz. Liz, you're here. Well, okay. I've got to go back and read what you said here. Liz, Liz is our resident expert on. She's had it longer than most of us, and has such good advice on that works for her. I gotta say, we've gotta. I've got to remind you that each one of us will share what works for us based on our own experiences. But we're not doctors, and what works for us, like aspirin, aspirin works for many, but it kills some people. There's always a risk reward with everything, with everything. All right, let me see. I saw something up there that I had to comment. All right, see, I'm reading. I'm reading. Oh, baclofen doesn't work sometimes. That's what I want to talk about, Chunk. Baclofen doesn't work sometimes. And if you are at the highest amount, like me, what they tend to do is they tend to now want you to try the baclofen pump. My physical therapist doesn't want me to do the baclofen pump because she thinks it'll take out too much of the tone. No, she just wants it slightly defrosted, right? Slightly, So I need, yeah, I need that. Now, Sarah talks about something that is fascinating to me. It's that I told you I'm pursuing. I'm going to see if it works or not. I have chronic pain because of demyelination, right? It's bad. I always live like I've got the flu. So I go to a pain clinic because of that. They want me high as a kite on narcotics. Control. I don't like that. I just don't like that. So I'm working with my doctor, uh, and I just applied for the medical marijuana card. I do not want to be high on pot. I don't want to be stupid and dizzy, and I want to be clear of mind. But what Sarah was saying is that she uses medical marijuana, like because it's been proven to work for like baclofen. It's been proven. But guess what? That's not the THC. It's not the THC. So there's certain strains that my doctor, my general practitioner, who is an addiction specialist, not that, and I don't have it in me to be addicted to anything. Trust me, I've been trying to become addicted. But anyway, I just don't have that in me. And he said there are strains that are high in cannabinoids, which don't get you high, CBD, right? High, and have a little of the THC, which you will not get high, but the THC boosts the effects of the cannabinoids, so it's less spasticity, and it deals with inflammation and pain. I don't know because I haven't tried it yet, but I will be trying and reporting it. I've applied for the card. I'm doing this legally. That is to boost the CBD and so I will be letting you know about that. Anyway, it's top of the hour. All right, it is third. I never know, but no, it's Tuesday, right? Right? It's Tuesday, right? Don't I always get that reverse? I always think it's a Thursday, and I tell you guys have a happy weekend or whatnot, but it is Tuesday. So guess what? We get to do this again. By the way, when you do the physical therapy for legs, like I showed you, you only do it twice a week. So I'm doing it on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays, leg and shoulders, right? I did triceps and a little bit of chest. Today I'm swimming. Tomorrow it's back to exercising core stability and back and biceps. I'll do, and then swim on Friday, on Saturday. Anyway, every day, every other day. Uh, anyway, I love you. Please subscribe to my channel, right? Chris is giving me a time check. I know I'm going. Uh, I'm Oh, I got tired all of a sudden. Well, I can't get tired. I'm taking the Thunderbird, the 56 Thunderbird, to get blood work done for the CD 1920, and then I'm going swimming. Busy, and then trivia night tonight. I love you all. Subscribe. Go to msfrontier.org. See the resources we have for you. Uh, Again, I love that, Amy. I love you're here. I love all of you are here. And let me pray us out. All right, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for everybody who joined us today. Thank you for the words and working through them to help each other. Uh, just I ask that you control my mouth and you control this channel. It's your channel. It's not my channel. MS Live is your creation. Uh, Help us all to be part of your body and be good stewards with the blessings that you've given us. In Jesus' name I give thanks. Amen. May God bless you and keep you. May he shine his face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace. I will see you on Thursday. Bye.